Welcome back to the Old Colony Cast, a podcast about all things Plymouth and surrounding areas. I am one of your hosts, Andy, joined today by other host, Hanna.
Hello.
And joined by...
Wait. I messed it up. I wanted to say ahoy.
Sorry, wait. Joined by other host, Hanna.
Ahoy.
And joined by our bloodhound producer, Fish.
Yellow.
Oh,
She's the whole sniff.
hearing? Or sniffing?
The sniffing. Wait, what? Hearing?
I wasn't that. No, we're just going to
Bloodhounds
push
are known
forward.
for sniffing,
I
right?
know.
I wasn't the one sniffing, Andy.
No.
I know, but that's so the only thing I had. No one knows that.
All right, for hearing, I think it would be beagle. I'm pretty sure they're...
They all have big floppy ears. I mean,
No, beagles are like shorter for hearing. That's like their thing.
I thought... Was it?
Hearing and sniffing.
But it wasn't hearing. I was just because he was giving me a hard time about
So
sniffing.
he could hear you.
Yeah, you were the one sniffing.
Oh, I was just thinking because
you
I
were
was
the
sniffing.
bloodhound in this.
Other ones, I mean, I think any of them like security dogs. He's a
Yeah.
German Shepherd.
Our security dog, Fish. It's just a weird statement.
I've already said yellow. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
good boy.
All right.
please never do that again.
I didn't like it.
No.
Roll over.
Any
Fetch?
updates? Any updates?
So anyway, let's move on.
Updates.
I know. I'm trying to think.
Oh, can I tease a future episode?
Okay.
Our tour is scheduled
Our tour is scheduled.
for
yeah.
the.
I need to ask my mom about that again. I already did, but she forgets.
Can you ask your mom if you can come to the castle with us?
Yeah.
But we've been invited to the Hammond Castle to go on tour
Whoop.
and check it out. And they're going to have one of their tour guides experts will kind of guest on the show and give us a lowdown. And
Yeah.
just stay
Exciting stuff.
tuned.
Yeah.
It'll probably be like a January episode, I think.
When
Yeah.
will this episode come out, by the way?
Early December.
That's perfect. Well, and the Thanksgiving Day Parade just happened.
It did.
It did.
Yeah.
I watched it for the very first time on TV.
I did not watch it on TV. I watched it the very first time from the kickoff point.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because my friend's got a apartment like above Vitamin C.
Yeah.
And it was really kind of cool to watch. How, like it blew my mind and gave me anxiety about like just the sheer amount of organization that it takes.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Crappy day for it, but
Yeah, it was very miserable. Which is also I'm like I can watch everyone line up and be dry.
yeah,
So that sounds awesome.
That's a win-win.
Yeah.
it is a win-win.
I can't think of any other updates of anything else
No.
noteworthy.
No. I
Maybe
got
we will
nothing.
by next episode.
It's usually how it works.
That tends to happen.
Yes.
So what are we talking about today,
I was
Hannah?
just about to say that.
All
So,
right.
Whatever.
We're going to talk about the explosion that happened in Halifax, Nova Scotia in 1917, December 6th.
Okay.
Oh, I know why we're doing this.
Don't say it.
Okay.
I think I know too.
All right. I
Yeah.
feel like we just talked about this on the podcast. not that
We
long ago.
didn't, but I did see something on Facebook about it.
Okay.
So
Did we
maybe-
talk about it? No?
I think we just talked about it
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna
because
say.
we're
It wasn't with me.
All right.
No.
No. We just, we collectively all had some.
We all, it's just
Some
kind
Well,
of
it's
thought
funny. Like I
about it.
saw it and I was like, we did that on the podcast. So I must have just been seeing it in the future.
That's
Yeah.
really funny.
mildly psychic Andy.
Mhm.
So the Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc,
Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc. Is that it? Okay.
White Mountain.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Had no idea. Under orders of France. Go figure. It was actually a Norwegian ship. Oh, sorry. No, it wasn't.
What?
It wasn't. So this involves two ships. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I need to get my starting sentence right. Two ships. The Mont Blanc
Do you want me to
from
rewind again?
France. No, it's
All right.
okay.
Okay.
And then the Norwegian ship, the SS IMO.
I'd say IMO.
IMO, I think, with like
ESX,
Norwegian.
in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I kept saying that. I'm like, am I opinion? So
If it was an emo boat, it'd be like, I didn't even ask to be a boat.
I'm trying to figure out how would you get like the little hair thing over its
It's
bow.
like the little like.
Yeah.
So the IMO's mission and what they were doing heading towards the Halifax area was to get relief supplies to take those to Belgium because this was like wartime.
This is just at the end of World War One, I think.
So the Norwegian boat was going to no.
It was actually going to New York, but it had to stop in Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia
Yeah,
to
'cause
get
a
supplies to bring back to Belgium.
Correct.
Okay.
Because a lot of cross-Atlantic traffic would stop at Halifax before moving back.
Yeah,
down the
it
Atlantic
was a
seaboard.
very active
Yeah.
port.
Yeah,
And it landed in Halifax for inspection on December 3rd. So it was there for a minute, given I just told you the date of what we were going to talk about on December 6th. The IMO spent 2 days waiting for refueling, which that's still the boat we're talking about. Sorry, it took me a minute to like settle in on what boat was what for a minute
Okay.
while I was doing these notes. So the IMO, it spent 2 days waiting for refueling needs, and it didn't receive the coal it needed until the afternoon of the 5th. So it was chilling in what they called the Bedford Basin, which it sounds like that's like the bay area between Halifax and Dartmouth. It kind of wraps around almost like Duxbury and Plymouth.
Okay. This is breaking my brain because the towns are also here. So
Yeah.
I know, yeah. Don't think Massachusetts with that.
Yeah.
it's like Halifax and Dartmouth. It's
So
like, they
kind
don't
of so like
touch.
you could see it from shore, but it wasn't like docked. Is that what you're kind of saying?
It was. I think that was actually that ship was docked, but I'm just giving a general sense of what I imagine the area to
Yeah.
be. The Bedford Basin.
Yeah, Bedford
is.
Basin is like a almost landlocked little.
Yes,
Okay.
it's an area that's between like two kind of major port cities.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's got like a very narrow little
Yes.
inlet to get into
Yes, it's a narrow passage.
Almost like a lagoon.
It's
more
big
like a-
though.
yeah.
It's big.
I don't really have a good.
That's why I'm like, imagine the Plymouth Harbor. I think it's bigger than that.
Okay.
Ours is big. The Plymouth Bay is big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Mont Blanc was a cargo ship that got to New York on December 5th. It was filled with explosives, TNT, picric acid, as well as benzol and gun cotton.
Hell. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know what all those things are, but I know what some of those things are.
So it was supposed to be meeting up with other vessels in the Bedford Basin, but the Mont Blanc was actually not allowed to go in because it carried dangerous cargo. So it made its trip to New York, went up that way.
Okay.
It had to wait just off to the side, and they called like what is that? An area they called the Narrows. So kind of what Fish was talking
literally,
about.
it's that thing that kind of like leads into the
Yeah,
bay.
and it's they had to be like kind of just off the channel in through the Narrows.
Yeah.
So they
kind of like move over right there so
Yeah.
people can get by you, but don't come in here.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. The other thing that the Bedford Basin had, or the bay had, was at some point in the night, like no more ships could go in and out because they had a submarine net because
Oh, sure.
because
Germany-
World War
yeah.
One.
German U-boats were
Yeah.
active in the area. Isn't that crazy? So they really couldn't get in after a certain time anyway. Ships were required to pass port to port, keeping their left side, like left to left side.
Yeah, basically, you would always keep the port side of your ship.
Yes.
As you were passing somebody,
Port to
they were
port,
always port to port.
So, and only 5.
So like you would in a car. Wait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
no
yeah.
more than 5 knots.
Okay.
And this started making me think of that other wreckage we talked about with the
The Andrea Doria.
yes. I'm pretty sure. Was it me who talked about
Was
it?
that the ghost ship?
No,
No.
that was the ship that sunk off the coast of off Nantucket, I think.
Yes. It
Okay.
just was like, it's all the same
was a ship
stuff. It's
collision.
like, go slow in these waters. Don't make sure you pass on the right side.
Yep.
Yeah.
And inevitably,
And when you don't listen, you
Yes.
sink and end up on a bunch of history podcasts.
yes, literally. At 7:30 in the morning, December 6th, the IMO got the clearance to leave. It was piloted by William Hayes, and it went into the Narrows well above the speed limit to make up for their days lost because they were like 2 or 3 days behind on their trip. So starting off strong.
They say every accident happens only a few miles from home.
Yep. Mont Blanc was captained or piloted. They were saying piloted, which I thought was interesting, by Francis Mackay.
I think that's the right word, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Mackey. I know, but it's like you just think of a captain of a boat.
The captain and the pilot are two different people.
Oh, that's right, because
the captain of the boat
drive
is the captain of the boat. Generally, especially in
they don't
they will have a specific guy to basically drive the ship in port. Like,
I didn't mean anyone to drive it.
Yeah. No, but like,
no, I get what you're saying.
There is somebody whose job it is, like when the ship gets close to the port, they will send a not the captain. They will
that's who this is. He's the port expert.
Yeah, he will go out there. He lives in the town. He goes out there, gets on the boat, brings it in.
I was just about to explain this.
She was just about to say that.
I'm sorry. I thought she was.
God.
I wasn't missing it. I just hadn't
rip the notes out of her hand and go through all of them.
Yes, so he was the port.
Only Andy gets to jump ahead.
Francis Mackey was the port expert. He checked onto the boat of the Mont Blanc and was the one who was going to be bringing them in.
See, I jump ahead by asking them questions. It's a skill to jumping ahead. Don't mansplain to her.
He came on and asked if there were any protections that they could get, like between, the people on the boat, the people in the port, like a guard ship, a ship to, be in front of them in certain areas so that in case of an accident.
Did they hit the other boat first?
Yeah. Which, with what they have on board, makes sense.
Yeah.
Nothing could be provided. It was the second ship to enter the harbor at 7:30. Same time as the IMO trying to leave.
That's right.
And
what could possibly go wrong?
This was right as the anti-submarine net had opened up, and it headed into the Bedford Basin on the Dartmouth side. I said McKay too. It's Mackey. Like, who was it? Anthony Mackey?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Mackey.
Okay.
I think I corrected myself, and then we got off on a tangent of a port expert.
Yeah.
We
got off on a tangent? That doesn't sound like us at all.
Mackey was keeping a sharp eye out for all the boats. They had ferries going. They had smaller vessels for local whatever. There was just like a regular.
It's called the Narrows. It's still multiple boats.
Yes. Yeah. Just compared to,
the open ocean.
Yes. Going in and out of it. Yeah. He spotted the IMO at 121 kilometers away and was alarmed by its trajectory because he could tell it was going too fast and coming right for them. He blasted his horn to signal. He had the right of way. Oh, sorry. No, he blasted a signal whistle. Yeah. I was imagining a horn, but they kept talking about whistles, and I was like, oh, yeah. So I think it's like that one you hear.
Don't worry.
Do you know that there's a famous boat whistle that I'm thinking of from a show or something, and I can't. Don't worry about it.
Like a steam whistle, or that kind of
kind of like that, yeah.
Like Steamboat Willie?
It's Steamboat. No, I'm joking. I have no idea. Anyway, we'll move on for the boat whistle. Just imagine a whistle in your head. The IMO responded with 2 short blasts of their whistle, saying it would not yield its course or position.
What is wrong with people? I was in traffic the other day. There's a car fire right where I normally get on the highway.
Yeah.
So I was on the on-ramp for 15 minutes. And then just I think it was an ambulance, cut through the traffic. And then some guy just tries to follow. I was like, what are you doing? What's wrong with
crazy.
People?
One time when I was a kid, our family car caught on fire.
Really? It's crazy.
It exploded. We were in it.
Oh. That's
Obviously.
less adventurous. But she ran and dove.
So we were. Oh, this is a good side story.
She walked away from it, not looking behind her.
Oh yeah.
So
slow motion.
We're driving up to Blue Hills to go hiking. Mm-hmm. So this is on Route 3. We didn't make it far. We were by old exit 10 around Kingston.
Yeah.
And the car was smoking. There's smoke coming into the cabin of the car. And my dad said he was just gonna keep going, but my sister complained so much that he was like, all right, I'll stop the car. And as he got out to check under the hood, he heard a piece of metal hit the pavement, and he looked at the piece of metal and it was engulfed in flames.
Oh no.
And then he said, everyone get out of the car. And we had a cooler and we had a puppy. It was 6 weeks old, 8 weeks old.
And they grabbed the cooler and left the puppy.
No, but we left all of our toys in there and stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah. And we literally walked 20 feet away and it exploded like from a movie.
Yeah.
And in my mind, so this happened when I was in the summer going into first grade or the summer going into kindergarten, one or the other.
Yeah.
I think it was the summer going into kindergarten. So I was little and I had to ask my dad as an adult. I was like, is that how I remember it? And he was like, the flames were taller than the trees.
Holy cow.
And he was like, it's exactly how you remember it. I remember feeling the heat
Yeah.
from it. And so like we had to wait. We had to go to call someone. We were by the stores that are on like off exit 10 where like Music Unlimited is.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
two Dunkin' Donuts within 20 feet of one
Yep.
another.
Like you do.
Yep. And so we called my cousin that was living with us at the time. She was like 16. So she comes in her Jeep that has like no seatbelts. We all cram into that car. And we have to drive back up to our car to like see how it is. It is like completely scorched. And I had a doll in the back, baby Jenna. And she was
Who wasn't burnt. And Stairway from Heaven was still playing on the radio.
completely like melted.
Yeah.
Her her limbs were melted. She wasn't like totally gone, and I could see like the hairs,
The
like
pain in her eyes.
like no, her eyes were gone, but she was black. Yeah, she's like charred black. It was
Yeah.
crazy. And then I think my brother had a little thing in there that got completely.
Is it common to
melted.
see car fires on the highway? Because this is the third time I've seen one.
I'm at.
I've seen a handful.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm at 0.
I saw a truck, an 18-wheeler. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I saw an
18-wheeler?
18-wheeler on fire. Yeah.
It was completely rolled over.
Oh, the one I saw, it was like pulled over in the breakdown lane, but like the 18-wheeler, like the trailer part
Yeah.
was so gone. Like as you drove by, you could see clear through it,
Oh my god.
and the heat coming off of it. Even though I was like one lane over, I could still feel like
yeah.
a ton of heat in the driver's seat.
Um,
And then I saw a school bus.
a school bus on fire.
Yeah,
Wow.
That was on the scenic highway, right?
that was on the scenic highway.
Yeah.
The
I've heard this story.
the truck I saw rolled over was on what's the little route once you get off 3 to go into Boston? 93 or 95?
93.
93.
93 goes into Boston.
Yeah, it was on 93.
Oh, that's a bad place.
Yeah, that's got to be.
It was like right around Dorchester.
The traffic must have been a nightmare.
How would you notice?
It's horrible anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can see people being like, "Man, I'll just drive into the fire." and-
Yeah. So anyway, like I said, the IMO was not backing down. Mackie ordered the Mont Blanc to stop the engines and turned slightly starboard, but it got the double blast from the IMO again. It was like, get out of the way. Isn't that crazy? The sailors nearby heard the series of whistling and knew that it was like signals for, a potential crash. So they were all collected
Like, why
to
would
watch.
you can't you steer out of the way?
They were trying, but there's only so much a big boat can do.
Right? Yeah,
You know what I
so,
mean?
Yeah,
And he's like thinking like, okay, they're gonna turn,
yeah.
hopefully. Both at this point now, both engines had been cut, so the IMO did eventually make some actions to stop their course, but the momentum was sending them into one another, like from both sides, and slowly but surely they were almost like parallel to one another, and still barely because the way they like slowed down and
Yeah.
tried to turn. So
Oh, I bet you someone's giving someone the finger.
the IMO tried to reverse its engines, but it was like much lighter
Yeah.
weight than the other ship, so like it wasn't moving the way they like thought it would. There was also something called transverse thrust. Do you guys know what that is?
Of course, I know what
I
that
had
is.
to-
Don't be ridiculous.
I had to
Fish.
put
You know
it
what that
in
is,
and be
right?
like, "What is that?" But
Just look it up real quick.
I'm looking it up real quick.
in the
Edit out the part where we're
transverse
talking about we don't know what it is.
thrust
We'll just
of
sound
its
smart.
right propeller. So I think it was almost like sending it the way it didn't want to go. Or maybe too far in a direction, something like that. Sent the head of the boat swinging into the Mont Blanc, pushing it, crashing into it so hard that it did in fact break open its number one hold on the starboard side.
And the Mont Blanc was the one that had all the explosives.
Correct.
Okay.
The crash happened at 8:45. So between 7:30 and 8:45, all this stuff is occurring.
Which gives you perspective on how big this space is.
Yes.
That's
So The damage to the Mont Blanc caused the barrels on the top of the ship, on the poop deck, to crack open and flood the deck with benzol, and it started to spill into the water.
Did we find out what that is? Benzol?
I don't know.
What's their whole...
Benzoyl peroxide.
Oh, sorry.
And the IMO's engine...
Oh, sorry. Benzol is a highly flammable fuel.
Oh, it's definitely flammable.
Yeah, no, it's a coal tar product. It's basically motor, like high-end motor fuel.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Rocket fuel.
Basically.
Okay.
I mean, effectively, this in World War One.
And transverse thrust?
It's how, because of the rotation of the propeller, it has a tendency to push the ship in a certain direction. So because it's spinning clockwise, it will kind of tend to push the ship to the, I think, right.
Okay.
Oh, so it's going to like... Even though it's going forward, it's going to like lean towards one.
Yeah.
The direction the propeller spins affects.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Physics.
So the IMO's engine actually started to kick back on. I think they probably attempted to turn it on to get it away from the boat.
To back up.
Yeah.
Yep. And that caused sparks that flew into the Mont Blanc's hull, which ignited the vapors from the benzol, which started the fire, which started in the water but climbed up the boat.
Sure.
Yep.
And eventually, took over the whole ship. The captain ordered the whole crew to abandon the ship.
I bet you that was happened pretty quick.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they all got out on lifeboats.
Okay.
Because they knew there was an imminent explosion. They lifeboated to shores. As they were going there, they were trying to shout to the sailors and everyone in the bay that they were, in the Bedford Basin.
Get out of
get away. Don't go near that boat. It's going to explode. But they said it didn't really help because it was so loud and crazy with everything going on that, no one could hear them.
Yeah.
The Mont Blanc drifted and beached itself at Pier 6, which is the Halifax side.
Okay.
So a couple boats nearby tried to get some things going to stop this from getting worse.
Yeah.
Yes, because at this point it was still a fire. So Captain Horatio Brennan, he was towing the Stella Maris, responded and attempted to put out the flames, but it was too bad they only had one hose. I think he was in charge of 2 tugboats that were pulling this large ship. So tugboats usually have everything they need on there. So that's what they were working with. And he was like, this is too crazy. We can't do anything about this. And then there were 2 captains, one from the HMS Flyer, the other from the Niobe, and they attempted to attach a line to the Mont Blanc to pull it away from the pier. While this was happening, we're now at 9:04 in the morning. The fire set off the explosives. The ship was completely blown apart, affecting the entire area with the blast, scorching heat, a whole wave of heat hitting, from the movies, what you see an explosion to be, that's what it was. It shattered glass. It, disassembled buildings. It was a massive blast. We're going to talk about that. White hot iron fell from the sky over Halifax and Dartmouth. Let's see. What was that? It was felt as far as Prince Edward Island. I don't know how far away that is, but
100-something miles.
The rumble of it could be felt for that far away. And the harbor, so when the boat exploded, the harbor floor was exposed.
Wow.
It's a big explosion.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It created a tsunami, the water going 60 feet above the regular sea level or tide level of Halifax.
Wow. That's nuts.
The IMO was sounded like it was kind of gracefully carried onto the shores of Dartmouth, but I'm sure it sustained some damage from that. It was carried away.
Yeah.
Just drifted gently.
Just flung.
Yep.
And then dropped on the ground like you do with a ship.
That blast, as far as the immediate effect of the people in the water around it that were trying to help, it killed all but one on the whaling vessel, which was the The HMS Flyer. So it killed 21 people from that ship and the 26 men from the Stella Maris, but 4 survived that one. The blast killed 1,600 people.
Damn.
Injured 9,000. And later, after probably medical attention, 300 would die from their injuries.
Wow. That's insane. How many of the original 2 crews lived, you know?
I think that they were fine.
Like,
I feel like
everyone
that's okay.
got off.
Yes, everyone got off
Everyone got off
Mont
the
Blanc.
Mont Blanc and
Yeah.
got to shore.
yeah, and it sounded like the IMO was pretty unaffected other than I'm sure damages
Yeah.
and probably injuries, but it doesn't sound like any casualties from that boat.
That's crazy. I'm just like walking away whistling.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't
I mean,
there.
arguably, it's not their fault.
no.
the IMO?
But I mean,
No,
the
the IMO.
yeah. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
No, the IMO very at fault.
Yeah.
The poor sods on the Mont Blanc.
Yeah. So it destroyed or damaged every building within 1.16 mile radius. The people who gathered, because like people started hearing this commotion happening from the shore and gathered to watch it, got glass blown in their eyes, were blinded by it
yep.
from any windows they were behind. It rattled. The blast was so big. I say rattled, but it obviously like completely like toppled people's homes, like things inside their homes. So think of stoves, lamps, any active like fires in a fireplace. So now buildings on shore are catching on fire.
Yeah.
Which is just like crazy.
And I mean, those other boats that were like aiding or nearby were full of fuel. So
yes, and like those boats experienced the big wave too, so they got like probably crushed on the shore or wherever they were pushed into. There's a quote from it: "The sight was awful, with people hanging from windows dead, some with what did I write here? Some with heads missing."
Oof.
And some thrown onto overhead telegraph wires.
Ugh.
So pretty disastrous,
Yeah.
I would say. There is I don't want to say silver lining, but like some hope within this. So there was a railway dispatcher on at the time, and he thought pretty quickly when he heard the news of what was going on in the harbor, and he directed all trains to stop and to not. They weren't allowed to enter that area, and there was a passenger train due in.
That would have been there.
Yeah, that would have been there.
Yeah.
And he saved probably thousands of lives.
Wow.
The relief efforts were exhausted from neighboring towns, cities. What do they call the areas in Canada?
Provinces?
Provinces. Yeah. They obviously asked for help from the United States as well. We're neighbors. And one of the places that sent in help was the city of Boston.
Yay!
Which is why we're talking about this episode. Do you guys know what happens next?
I do.
I mean, a bit far down the line, but yeah.
A bit far down the line?
Wait, is it next or?
Next?
It's
Never
not
mind.
next.
Okay, go ahead.
I just mean like in the future because of Boston helping with this.
Yeah.
So if you watched the news like 2 days ago,
Yeah,
you saw the delivery of the Christmas tree
Yes.
from Nova Scotia.
exactly. And the reason why we get that tree
It's because we sent aid.
is because we sent aid for this disaster that happened in Halifax/Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, many, many years ago. And they send that tree as goodwill. And I could go on and on.
Every year, right?
Every year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Talking about the length of time of that recovery. It was a very long recovery for them.
Oh, I can't imagine.
That was
That's gotta
a
be
massive
decades.
massive event that happened there. Very sad. And that is the story of how Boston gets its Christmas tree. No, the very unfortunate event of the Mont Blanc and the IMO
That's crazy.
in Halifax.
Like I knew I knew we got the Christmas tree for helping from an explosion. And that was the extent that I knew.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I didn't even know it was boats involved. I had no idea it was...
Yeah. It's considered one of, like, the largest pre-nuclear explosions mankind had ever done. It was...
I'm hoping they have some better regulations about, let's not put the TNT, the gun cotton, and the jet fuel all in one boat.
Yeah, it's like, hey, what are we going to do? We're just going to load this boat full of explosives.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to send it in. It's fine, right?
Yeah.
It's fine. But yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. That's really all I got, though. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
And this is the part where we stop talking.
And thanks for checking out the show today, listeners. If you enjoyed the content today, you can go over to patreon.com/Inebri-art to support the show. You can join over there for just a few dollars a month and help us provide this fun content that you just checked out. You can also email us at Inebri-art.com with your questions, complaints, and concerns, or you can find us on all social medias at Inebri-art or at Inebri-art6 on Instagram. And also don't forget to check out our other shows, Bar Talk Podcast, Old Colony Cast, Inebri-art, and all the other shows on the Inebri-art Network, which you can find at Inebri-art.com. Thanks again for listening.